Okay guys, welcome to today's video, right? Congratulations to us. We have 10 days to wrap up this challenge. Today is day 91, right? And by the grace of God, we have basically touched into various most important aspects of SMC in the last 90 days, right? All you just need to do is to go back to some of those videos, some of those aspects you're finding it difficult to really comprehend, and rewatch them, right? Because, of course, 90 straight days it might be challenging for some people to even follow up, for some people to follow up all through from day 1 to 90. It's not easy, right? It's not easy watching, trying to understand these concepts in the last 90 days. But of course, I can say that it has been successful. 3 months of back-to-back content. We have seen not just educational content. We have seen reviews, um, market overviews, trade recess, the ones that hit profit, the one that hits stop loss, trying to understand those things, live examples on charts, how the market behaves, trying to understand the story market tells, right? So it's not going to be a very smooth journey. Of course, what comes good does not come easy, right? Good things does not come easy, so you must not relent. You must keep pushing, try to understand these things, right? Some people might not really appreciate it because it's for free, but of course, I don't really care, right? It is how you digest what you're being given that would yield result. So it's an individual thing, right? You have access to these videos, you have access to go back to watch and study, then you will be shocked. And if you give yourself time, don't give yourself much of a short time, right? Don't give yourself short time. 2 month target, I want to make this. Don't give yourself money targets. No, you're not a trader yet, you're not that good. Okay, you're just learning, so don't give yourself tight time ranges that you want to make so amount or you want to flip so amount. Those things are not realistic. Forget what you see on social media and face real life, right? Don't give yourself a short target. I want to make let me target flip this money to so amount. No, 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 you're trying to learn. Give yourself long-term goals. Okay, I've gone through smart tech 100-day challenge, right? I'll be studying the chart in the next 6 months. Now, let me see how good. I want to be able to understand this thing like smart tech taught it. I want to be able to catch these tweets. I want to be able to see these things. I want to be able to master a particular edge. That if I catch 30 tweets without my edge, I should have at least more than 50 to 60% success in those things. This is how you do it, right? This is how you do it. Okay, don't be in a hurry. Of course, you can see even when I started the challenge, right, from day one, I was not in a hurry. I started breaking out things step by step. Okay, so that's not what we're talking about today, right? We're just going to continue from where we stopped yesterday, because now I just want to touch those challenging aspects that most newbies may be passing through. Those challenging aspects, right? Those challenging aspects. So I think I will do a space where people should come and bring out the challenges. What part are you having challenging in understanding that you've tried your best to try your best, yet it's still giving you that form of confusion, right? You should come and ask those questions, so that I can just come and maybe do a general review based on the one that got the highest points of maybe complaints of. I may come and just do a video about that particular thing, or you can drop it in the comment section of this particular video so that I will go through the comments, then I will see. So any part of SMC that you're having challenge, right, drop the comment, right, drop it on the comment, then I will do the following day. I'll talk about the most, right, the most talked about, or the most complaints, the most ones I see on the comment section, right? So if you're coming across this video for the first time, you would want to also go to the comment sections so that you understand the next day video. Okay, so it's very important. So I'll still be talking about those common mistakes, right? That new SMC traders make. I'll just make it very brief, right? I'll make it very brief. Now, one of the mistake is how to handle. Of course, as a newbie trader, you'll be making losses, right? More than profits. You may get that beginner's luck, and all of a sudden, then it stops. Then you start making what losses. Now, and these losses may be back-to-back losses, right? Where you just trade back, lose, trade, lose. You start losing your money, blowing accounts. It's fine, right? Why? You're not that good. Even if to start it, you will definitely experience most of those things because you're not seeing the charts exactly as you should be seeing it, right? And when you go with your money, because trading is a game of money, it involves a financial um, business, right? Where you need to put in your money, risk your money to make profit, right? So managing emotions after back-to-back losses is one of the problems newbies trader face, right? It's one of the problem. You don't know how to manage your emotions after back-to-back losses. You don't know how to do that, okay? And having um, if you don't know how to control your emotions after having back-to-back losses, those back-to-back losses may turn into a bad habit, right? It will not be a losing habit, okay? So I'm going to talk about how to manage that emotions, and I'm going to also teach you building consistency. I've talked about consistency. It's important, okay? For example, a newbie trader has you have, let's say you've gone through SmartTech SMC strategies, then you've decided to pick a particular trading technique that you want to use. Say, right, you've decided to be able to always check out the market when the market makes a move like this, sweeping out liquidity, creating a good supply zone. This is a sell side scenario, right? Inducement and liquidity, right? You figured out that you want to be trading this pattern. Can you stick to this, right? Can you stick to this? Now, if you're trading this, I think the mistake is when we draw something like this, it's just like a diagram example. It doesn't mean market will follow exactly like this, right? You need to now understand the story. It means what market is actually doing before creating this kind of move. What is the market actually doing? Okay, now you can have the move like this also. You have something like this. Oh, I want to make it structural. Right? So in this scenario, it's a form of like structural liquidity that market used, and comes back down to take out. Of course, I've explained these setups. Most of you might have forgotten because we don't put it down, right? You just look for new things that works, and you're looking for the most simplest things. You're going after the most simplest things. Now this might just be a diagram pattern, right? But what is the concept of this pattern? What is the whole idea? What is the whole story that price is telling? How can you interpret this pattern? How can you explain this pattern? How can you have the psychology behind this, so that anytime you see it, what is the psychology behind this pattern? Anytime you see it reacting, how can you interpret it in different forms, right? This is what you now need to understand, the logic behind it. Okay, now simple logic. First scenario, is this. I can explain this in different logic now. First scenario is market is moving. Okay, market is moving in an uptrend. Now I'm taking you guys as an advanced student. Now I'll not be explaining things like day one. This is day 90. Market is moving in the form of an uptrend. Then there was a shift in structure. Market pulls. Did you see that? Look at this. Look at this. Same thing, but it's not looking like this. It's not looking like this. So what's the idea? The logic behind this is market was in an uptrend. Now this uptrend was a tight uptrend, right? This particular kind of uptrend was a tight one, moving, creating this form of range, and trend line was liquidity, right? And trend line liquidity, market shifted, right? Took out a particular form of trend line liquidity, create a form of inducement, pull down to a demand zone on that same trend line, right? On that same trend line, this demand zone, now trading off this first one might be a trap, right? Trading off this first one might be a trap. Why? Because this demand zone can also make market buy, right? This demand zone can also make market buy. You're expecting both plays. You don't know what will happen. You are only confirming based on reaction. Now, when market sold from here, right? When market, okay, let me just do it like this. I think this will be better. You have something like this. Market buying. What's this? I want to make this. Okay, market is buying, right? Creating those trend line liquidity. Then all of a sudden, what? Market makes a kind of a move to the downside. Pull backs a little, makes another move to the downside. Now this move it makes to the downside. Of course, market taps into a particular demand. Now, market can make this move like this. Market can now, but market has created a sell side. For it to sell from here, market also created a sell. Logic, understanding the story. Okay, now market created a sell like this. Now if price wants to continue, price can continue like this. You see some traders who would go ahead and start selling right here. Sometimes they might be lucky, it will sell off. Sometimes the market will take them out. But a good trader knows a demand, a supply created. Let's see which one. If market takes out this, I can be confident to know that we are out. Close above this, I'll wait for a pullback. Market will create a form of a breaker or a mitigation block, of course, because this low, this high here did not take out a low, a significant low. So market can form a mitigation block for a continuation. But if market does not want to take out this place, what you see is market would go to create something like this and take out this previous low here, right? Terminating the particular demand, it will take it out. So it means at this point in time, this is logic. At this point in time, a demand, a supply. But now you're waiting for which one will break which. Now market created this confirmation. Now shows me that market has taken out a demand. It means this where market bought from this demand to this supply. This supply took out this where market bought from. So at this particular point now, market can create two things, right? Why taking out this demand? Is either market took it out aggressively and forms a kind of engineered, then pulls back to a particular new supply zone and sell. Your take profit will be here, or markets, while market was selling down here, while it was selling down, creates a form of structural liquidity, takes out this. Then the price is coming back up around this range. I'll be looking for this structural liquidity and the new supply zone to sell up liquidity and targeting this liquidity. Understanding it, But you know what will happen? Some people seeing a demand and a supply, some will buy here. Are they wrong? You can't say they are wrong. Why? Because they might buy here and market still goes to take out the high at that particular point in time. Right? But some of these things, in order to avoid some of these mistakes, because you might just be falling into losing tricks like this. So I've explained this in the past. So when you see moves like this, you want to watch and see what the market will do. Right? You want to watch and see what the market will do when it gets here. If it takes out this zone, you are buying. If it rejects from here, wait patiently for a pullback. Okay? This is logic. Just forgetting about trading the patterns, but you're looking at this thing not as patterns, but just as logic. If price do this, it's going to do this. If price do that, it means it wants to do this. That is all. You don't know what will happen next. Right? You have seen several times when I draw plot out setups. I'll be like this. There's a reaction off here. Market will react from here to this zone, from this zone to that zone. That is how price action works. Okay, now for your emotions, before I round up this video, for your emotions, if you are on a losing streak, you've taken 1 trade, 2 trades, 3 trades, 4 trades, 5 trades, and you've just been losing. Of course, definitely your emotions will be heightened. You'll be angry. You will definitely be angry that you're losing trades, not just one, multiple trades. What do you need to do? All you need to do is you look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself the truth. I am not, the market is not the problem. I am the problem. That is just the truth. The market is not the problem. The market is not after you. There are thousands and millions of people trading. They don't even know you. They don't even know you. All you just need to say is that I need to tell myself the truth. You're telling yourself, you're speaking to yourself, I am not the problem. The market is perfect. I am imperfect. I need to perfect my game. I need to master my game. Stay away from trading at that particular time. Right? Then you want to go over the market, all the trades you took. Now this time you're not going over the trades in a form of regret. Oh, I would have not traded it like, oh, I would have not have traded like this. No, you are accepting those losses. Oh, I lost. I know. It's because of me, not the market. The market is perfect. The market is beautiful. I'll go back to that market. I'll be able to see the charts clearly. These affirmations work. You will not see this on the TL. You will not see this on social media. You will not see this on Twitter. But this is the secret behind becoming a profitable trader. They will not tell you. I am telling you for free. You can thank me later. Right? I am telling you for free. You can thank me later. Okay, so these are important things. So at that particular point in time now, you don't want to trade. Why? Because any next trade you take, you may lose it because of you want to revenge trade, or it will now become a revenge trade or over trading. At that particular point, you want to stay away from the chart. You want to calm down. You want to clear your emotions. You want to go back to that trade. Oh, I took a buy and market took me out. Can I look at why I took this buy at the first place? Can I be calm to check out our time frame, mark out these zones very clearly, right? Why did I take this buy? Why did market invalidate this stop loss, this region? What did I not see? Right? You draw them out, you study, then you pick out one or two things. You'll be able to reflect on it, and it will be an added knowledge. This knowledge is now not what someone taught you, but something you have learned by experience. Thank you very much, guys. That will be all for today. See you guys on the next one.